Hello and welcome to Mr. Hill's Math Minutes, the video that will help your student find success in mathematics. And as this fifth grade year slowly creeps towards May, we creep towards the STAAR test. And I'm going to attempt to produce a few videos to help your student do as best of a job as they can possibly do on that STAAR test. And we're going to create some videos focused on each teak. And today's teak is actually going to be 5.2b. That's compare and order decimals. I'm going to show you a little bit about how we do it and what it is. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are, compare and order of decimals. Very, very important skill to know for not just fifth grade mathematics, but moving forward. Place value comes down to understanding place value, and I've actually got a place value chart here on my board. We're going to start with the ones place. Very common place here. It's also known as the WHOLE place. You have one whole, you have one. Now, as we acquire things, one whole, two whole, three whole, four whole, we'll finally get to 9 wholes. Then we'll get to 10. Once we add that 1, it's going to spill over then into the tens column. And of course, we are building on tens. And as we build on tens, times 10, times 10, it's going backwards and going to the right. It's divided by 10. So divided by 10, divided by 10, divided by 10. Now here's where it gets a little tricky for our students on the right side of the decimal. So we have a 1 whole, and then we come down to tenths. Well, there are 10 tenths in 1 whole. You can think about these as dimes. 10 dimes to make $1. And we can keep coming down. Hundredths. Now you can think about a hundredths as a penny. There are 100 pennies to make $1. So 10 times 10, 100. There we are. And of course, now we're going down to the thousandths. This is a very, very important chart to know, and we practice this in class quite a bit. The students have probably written this down in class 100 times this year. So what we're going to do with this chart, we actually have some decimals here, and I'm going to take those decimals, place them in that chart, and show you how your students compare and order decimals. So I'll be right back. Okay, so we were back to our place value chart. The students, when they are comparing and ordering decimals, say they have a list like this. This is what they should do. Once they've created their place value chart, they can take their decimals and place into the place value chart. In the tens place, we have a 4. In the ones place, we have an 8. We have a decimal in our decimal column, a 6 in the tenth, and a 4 in the hundredth. If we were going to call this number 48 and 64 hundredths. We also have 48 and, always use and for the decimal, 68 hundredths. Maybe I said that twice. 44 and 46 hundredths. And the last one is 4 and 7 tenths. So how will we go about comparing and ordering these decimals? We're going to start in the tens column. Let's see if we can find anything that is bigger or smaller than anything else. If I cover everything else up, I have a bunch of 4s, so that is all equal. Let's move to the net ones. I have an 8, an 8, a 4, and a 4. So right now, I know that the top 2 are larger than the bottom 2. So if we were going to go greatest to least, I know that these 2 are the greatest. And we will continually go down the place value chart here to determine the order of these decimals. This is a skill that your students must know to continue and have great success in mathematics. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know. And we'll see you next time on another fundamental skill your student needs to know. Bye.